Hello and welcome to the news in English of Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. The fourth negotiation on agreements to promote and facilitate trade in the development triangle of Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam opened on April the 18th, Ba Mê Thuột City, Đắk Lắk Province. In this negotiation, the parties focused on discussing solving the difficulties and obstacles that would still exist to reach an agreement on the terms soon and complete the agreement on schedule of the direction of the senior leaders of the three countries. The agreement to promote and facilitate trade in the development triangle of Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam is expected after signing and taking effect will bring a lot of positive results for trading activities, circulation goods between the three provinces of the country, develop the potential and advantages of each locality, aimed at promoting economic cooperation and investment in the region of 13 provinces in particular and between the three countries in general. The fourth session of negotiation will take place on April 20th. Take care of life for people with disabilities is not only performed by functional sectors, but also receive the positive support of international organizations and social community. On the occasions of Vietnam National Disability Day on April the 18th, let's look back on this work. This is Trương Ngọc Quang's electrical repair shop in Hòa Bình, Biên Hòa City. Although having paralyzed legs in childhood, Quang was never discouraged. After finishing high school program, he has participated in many different industries to learn, and then decided to stick with the electrical repair shop. Recently, he was supported more than 10 million since the project VNAH and the project Handicap. With the efforts of himself, his electrical repair shop is increasingly expanding. From this base, he has revenues of 300 to 400,000 dong every day. Trương Ngọc Quang said that previously he had little capital, so he can only buy retail. Then he had the capital to buy wholesale, so he made good profits. At the present, having revenues of 300 to 400,000 dong every day, he is proud of his ability to work as an ordinary person. In recent years, through programs and projects, over 20,000 people with disabilities have received support loans and job creation to stabilize their lives. Mr. Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh, Chief of Department of Social Protection, Children, Caring and Protection of Đồng Nai Province, programs and projects have contributed to create jobs for people with disabilities. Sharing difficulties with people with disabilities. Apart from the existing projects, many other large project programs will be implemented to support people with disabilities to have the opportunity to integrate into the community during the period from now to 2020. International news. On April the 18th, the U.S. Special Envoy Stephen de Mistura of Syria confirmed the Syrian opposition to stop participating in official peace talks in Geneva, Switzerland. However, the High Negotiations Committee HNC, representing the opposition forces in Syria, will attend the technical discussions. Mr. Mistura said the HNC announced its intention to suspend participation in a formal way in the UN negotiations to him. However, HNC delegation will remain in Geneva and participated in technical discussions with Mr. Mistura and his assistants. Envoy Mistura says the talks were focusing on the issues of political transfer. The opposition stressed the need to implement a transitional government, while the Danish government launched the idea of an expanded government. On April 18, the U.S. Secretary of Defense Ashton Carter said this country would deploy more troops to Iraq. According to Mr. Carter, it is likely to allocate U.S. troops near the frontline area to advise Iraqi forces against the self-proclaimed institutions of the Islamic State, IS. Speaking during the visit to Iraq, Mr. Carter said the U.S. would deploy about 200 troops in the near future, bringing the total number of U.S. troops in Iraq to present about 4,100 people. This new force will include mentors, coaches, crews supporting flight practice and security forces. The U.S. will also employ to the first time the Apache helicopters to join the campaign of Iraqi government forces to retake Mosul city from IS. Besides, the U.S. will also deploy a long-range missile launchers to support the security forces in Iraq. That's all for the news for English today. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.